Hello students, in this video we will see some of the most common doubts in theory of equations. This video helps for the students of classes 8th to 12th. Those are preparing for various competitive examination and taking part IIT Foundation course. Right? Let's see the questions. First one. If the product of the roots x square minus 3kx plus 2 e to the power 2 log k minus 1 equals to 0 is 17, then k is equal to 1 upon 3, option A, option B minus 3, option C 3 and option D plus or minus 3. So here many students will confuse with the options like plus 3 or minus 3 and plus or minus 3. Let us see very clearly how to get the solution properly. So let me write the equation, quadratic equation. It is x square minus 3kx plus 2 e to the power of 2 log k and minus 1 equals to 0. So when comparing this equation with ax square plus bx plus c, general equation of second degree, so where a is not equal to 0, so here a is nothing but 1 and b is equal to minus 3k and c is equal to 2 e to the power of 2 log k minus 1. Okay, since product of the roots, and we know that if alpha and beta are the roots, product of the roots alpha beta is equal to c upon a. So here c is nothing but, so therefore the product of the roots in this case can be taken 2 e to the power of 2 log k minus 1 upon a is 1. So this is product of the roots, and what is given in the product of the roots is 17. So given that product of the roots, that is 2 e to the power of 2 log k minus 1, so this is minus 1 here, so this is in that down. Okay, 2 e to the power of log k minus 1 is equal to how much? 17. Or this can be simplified, 2 e to the power of 2 log k is equal to 17 plus 1. So which implies 2 e to the power of 2 log k. Instead of writing 2 log k, we can use the logarithm properties, or we can write log k square, I can write is equal to 17 plus 1, 18, or we can write e to the power of log k square is equal to 18 upon 2 is 9. Or converting into base to the logarithmic form, exponential form to logarithmic form, we can write log 9 to the base e is equal to log k square, we can write to the base e generally. So on comparing both the sides, we'll have k square is equal to 9. So we are getting here k is equal to under root of 9 plus or minus 3 you will get. But with the condition that logarithm of a number to the base e is not defined for negative real numbers, means x cannot be negative real numbers, x should be only positive real numbers. So we can consider k is equal to plus 3 only, and k cannot be minus 3. This is what we have to remember while solving this problem, because logarithms are not defined for negative real numbers. So among these options, k is equal to 3. Third option we can go. Okay, then next problem. If alpha is a non-real root of the equation x power 6 minus 1 equals to 0, then alpha square plus alpha power 3 plus alpha power 4 plus alpha power 5 divided by alpha plus 1 equals to. So 4 options are given here: alpha, second option 1, third option 0 and fourth option minus 1. And before solving this problem, we need to just remember one formula, very important formula where we will use it many cases. X power m minus 1, we can write this as x minus 1 into x to the power of n minus 1 plus x to the power of n minus 2 plus x to the power of n minus 3 plus and so on x plus 1. So this is one of the very important formula we have to remember. right? So using this formula, we can write x power 6 minus 1 can be written as x minus 1 into x to the power of 6 minus 1 is 5, x power 4 plus x power 3 plus x square plus x plus 1, right? Since alpha is a non-real root, since alpha is a root, non-real root, so why did he mention non-real root? Let us see. So when we consider x power 6 minus 1, we are getting x minus 1 is a factor. This is one factor, and one more we are getting x power 5 plus x power 4 plus x power 3 plus x square plus x plus 1. Another 5 factors will be there. Total 6 zeros will be there at most. For this equation, x power 6 minus 1 will have at most 6 zeros. And among the 6 zeros, 1 is given x minus 1 factor. So x is equal to 1 is one of the real zero it is. And coming to the remaining 5th degree polynomial, we may have the real or non-real roots. So clearly alpha is a non-real root, means definitely will be considered alpha in this case, not here. So since alpha is a non-real root, so we can just consider that alpha power 5 plus alpha power 4 plus alpha power 3 plus alpha square plus alpha plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, since alpha cannot be equals to 1, right? And now what is alpha square plus alpha power 3 plus alpha power 4 plus alpha power 5? So we can just consider minus of 1 plus alpha. And now according to the question, we can just bring this here. Alpha square plus alpha power 3 plus alpha power 4 plus alpha power 5 divided by 1 plus alpha is equal to minus 1. So the question is alpha square plus alpha power 3 plus alpha power 4 plus alpha power 5 upon alpha plus 1, which will give the answer minus 1, right? So which option? Option D. So we'll move to the next question. Third question, x minus 1 upon x plus 4 less than x minus 3 upon 3x minus 2 holds for all x in the interval. Among these following 4 intervals are given to you. In which interval the inequality will satisfy? So let's check out this problem. X minus 1 upon x plus 4 is less than x minus 3 upon 3x minus 2. And the most common mistake the students will do here, they do cross multiplication. Like x minus 1 into 3x minus 2 is less than x minus 3 into x plus 4. They do cross multiplication. Don't do it. Don't do it, cross multiplication. So when you are doing this cross multiplication and simplifying, and some of the solutions we may miss. So we will not prefer in inequalities, particularly cross multiplications. Okay, so don't do this. So we will go with, by bringing the other side to one side, x minus 1 upon minus x minus 3 upon 3x minus 2 is less than 0. So this is how we can solve it. And taking the LCM, x plus 4 into 3x minus 2, and here x minus 1 into 3x minus 2 minus x minus 3 into x plus 4 is less than 0. Okay, and simplifying the numerator part, so we will be getting 3x square minus 3x minus 2x, so that is minus 5x plus 2 minus of, here we can write x square minus 3x plus 4x plus x minus 12 upon x plus 4 into a 3x minus 2 is less than 0, right? And this simplification, after simplification, 3x square minus x square is 2x square, and minus 5x minus x, that is minus 6x, and this is plus 2 minus of minus plus 2, that is plus 14 upon x plus 4 into 3x minus 2 is less than 0. So, and in the numerator we can take out 2 common, also we can write x square minus 3x plus 7 upon x plus 4 into 3x minus 2 less than 0. And if we can see in the numerator part, x square minus 3x plus 7 upon x plus 4 into 3x minus 2, numerator part x square minus 3x plus 7, whether it is factorized or not, just calculate by taking the delta value. So we can get delta here, b square minus 4ac, that is 9 minus of 4 into 7, b square minus 4 into 7, 28, which is negative number. So since the delta value is negative value, so we can say this curve having the coefficient of x square is positive, means your a is positive and delta is less than 0. The curve will be in this case above x-axis entirely, means your expression is positive. So your numerator part is positive for every value of x, means for every real value of x this expression is positive. So positive divided by what will get negative value? Positive divided by, definitely this denominator should be negative value, right? So means your denominator should be negative. So that means here x plus 4 into 3x minus 2 must be less than 0. And by taking its factors, the zeros we can consider 2 upon 3, and here it is minus 4. So we can write minus 4 and here 2 upon 3. Since less than 0, the solution will be lying between. So we can say that answer will be x belongs to minus 4 comma 2 by 3. So which option we can go? So second option is correct. Option B, minus 4 comma 2 upon 3 will be the right answer. Let's move to the next question. If x is real, then the minimum value of x square minus x plus 1 upon x square plus x plus 1 is. So if x is a real number, then what is the minimum value of this? So let's consider this is f of x. Let y is equal to f of x is equal to x square minus x plus 1 upon x square plus x plus 1. So that is by doing cross multiplication, we can write x square y plus xy plus y is equal to x square minus x plus 1. Or we can just do the simplification, x square of y minus 1 and plus x of y minus y plus 1 and again plus y minus 1 is equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation in x. Y minus 1 is the coefficient of x square, y plus 1 is the coefficient of x, and y minus 1 is a constant. And since x is real, so we can say that discriminant of this equation delta should be greater than or equals to 0. So what is the discriminant for this equation? B square minus 4ac, if I can consider y plus 1 whole square minus 4 times of y minus 1 into y minus 1 should be greater than or equals to 0. That is y square plus 2y plus 1 minus 4 times of y minus 1 whole square, that is y square minus 2y plus 1 should be greater than or equals to 0. After simplifying, y square minus 4y square, that is minus 3y square, and here plus 2y and plus 8y we can take here, plus 10y we can get, and plus 1 here minus 4 will get minus 3 is greater than or equals to 0. Or this inequality can also be written by multiplying negative minus 1 on both the sides. We will be getting 3y square minus 10y plus 3 is less than or equals to 0. Means your y inequality here 3y square minus 10y plus 3. Let us solve this. 3y square minus 9y minus y plus 3 is less than or equals to 0, which implies 3y if I take common, y minus 3, and minus 1 if I take common, again y minus 3 is less than or equals to 0. So 3y minus 1 into y minus 1 is less than or equals to 0. Again you are getting inequality in less than or equals to 0 by taking it. Again the zeros of this will be getting 1 upon 3 and 1. And since it is less than 0, so we can take the solution which between 1 by 3 and 1. And y is lying between 1 by 3 and 1. So what is the minimum value here? Minimum value we can consider 1 by 3. So the minimum value of the expression y, minimum value of y is equal to 1 by 3. What is y? Y is nothing but your expression. So that we can see the answer is 1 upon 3. First option. Next question. If a plus b plus c is equal to 0, then the equation 3ax square plus 2bx plus c equals to 0 has at least one root in. See, this is one of the question where we have to use some concepts in your mains part particularly. And okay, let us see. Let me explain you so that every student can understand. 3ax square plus 2bx plus c equals to 0. This is an equation given. 3ax square plus 2bx plus c equals to 0. It is a quadratic equation, and this equation must have at least one root in which of the following intervals, 1 comma 2 or 0 comma 1 or minus 1 comma 1 or 1 comma 3. So for this what we will do, so I will take another function in such a way. So let me take this is your f of x. Let us consider this is your f of x. Now I want one more function, so that g of x is nothing but your f dash x, derivative function. Let me take only this is f dash x always. Now I want f of x as integration of f dash up. Is it? F of x can be written integral of f dash x. This is the concept we had in derivatives. So which is equal to integral of 3ax square plus 2bx plus c dx. So integration of x power n dx is equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c, some constant. By using this formula we can write here 3a x to the power of 2 plus 1, 3 divided by 3 plus 2b x to the power of 2 divided by 2 plus cx plus some constant d. So this can also be written ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So what is your now f of x? Your f of x is a function ax power 3 plus bx square plus cx plus d. Now if I take 0, x is equal to 0, so that f of 0 is equal to a into 0 plus b into 0 plus c into 0 plus d, only will be getting d. And if I take x is equal to 1, so we will get f of 1 is equal to a into 1 cube is 1, b into 1 square is b, and c into 1 is c plus d. And f of 1 can also be written, since a plus b plus c is 0 given. So in our problem a plus b plus c is given 0, so this is 0 plus d, that is d. So f of 0 is equal to d and f of 1 is also equal to d. Okay, so these two values are same. And just observe, for a cubic equation ax power 3 plus bx square plus cx plus d means some curve. So we had some curve whereby for 0, if I take this as 0, this is a d value, and let me take this is for x is equal to 0, and if I take this is x is equal to 1, means for x is equal to 0 and for x is equal to 1 we had the same value d only. For x is equal to 0, this is f of x is d, and for x is equal to 1, that is f of x is equal to d, f of 1 is equal to d. And whereby the derivative, what is the derivative here? Derivative is nothing but the slope. slope of a tangent at a point. Means at what point the derivative can be equal to 0? When it is parallel to your x-axis, means horizontal line. So these are the two horizontal lines which are parallel to x-axis and where the dy by dx is 0. Means where are the 2 points you are getting? Between 0 and 1 only, right? Here is the 1 point you got it, and here also 1 point you got, where it's a dy by dx, means f dash x is equal to 0. F dash x is equal to 0. Or it can be taken maybe only one curve, maybe the x 0 here, 1 can be here also, no problem. Means at least between 0 and 1 we can say that f dash x will have at least 1 0, minimum 1 0 will be there, 1 0 in the interval 0 to 1. Minimum 1 will be there, maximum can be many number, depends upon the curve of the equation. Okay, right? So we can just confirm that the f dash x, what is f dash x here? Our f dash x is nothing but 3ax square plus 2bx plus c equals to 0. This equation must have at least one real root in 0 to 1. So second option is the right answer. Okay.